Imagine opening your phone one morning and seeing the same video everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Shorts. A young Russian woman sitting at a small table, looking nervous but curious. In front of her is Filipino food. Rice. Stew. Something dark and something bright. She takes one bite, pauses, her eyes widen, then she laughs, almost shocked. And within hours, the internet explodes. But this is not just another food reaction video. This moment touched something deeper. It crossed cultures. It surprised millions. And by the end of this story, you might understand why one simple meal made people from different parts of the world feel connected in a way they didn't expect. At first glance, the video looks simple. A Russian woman visiting the Philippines, or maybe just trying Filipino food for the first time. No fancy setup. No big studio. Just real food and a real reaction. But sometimes, the most powerful moments are the most honest ones. She introduces herself with a slight accent and a shy smile. She explains that where she comes from, food is heavy, warm, and built for cold weather. Soups, bread, potatoes, meat. She admits she doesn't know much about Filipino food. She has heard it's sweet. She has heard it's unusual. She has heard mixed opinions online. And honestly, she looks a little scared. The first dish in front of her is adobo. Dark, rich, and shiny. She smells it carefully. You can see her trying to guess the taste before it even touches her mouth. She takes a small bite, chewing slowly. At first, her face is blank. Then suddenly, her eyebrows rise. She stops chewing for a second, then continues faster. And then she smiles. She says she wasn't expecting this. She thought it would be strange. But instead, it feels familiar and new at the same time. Salty, sour, deep, comforting. She says it reminds her of home cooking, but with a different soul. That one sentence alone made thousands of Filipinos emotional. Then comes the rice. She laughs and says she didn't realize rice could be eaten like this, with everything. Spoon, fork, no bread. She tries it properly this time, mixing the sauce with the rice. Her reaction is stronger now. She nods slowly, like she's discovering a secret. This is when the comments start flooding in later. People saying, yes, that's how we eat it, and now you understand us. Next is sinigang. The smell hits her first. Sour, sharp, strong. She hesitates. She admits Russians don't usually eat sour soups like this. She takes a sip, clearly unsure. Her face tightens for a moment. Then something unexpected happens. She takes another sip. Bigger this time. Then another spoon. She laughs and says it's confusing but addictive. She explains that the sourness wakes you up. It makes you want more. Her words are simple, but the way she says them feels honest. You can tell she's not acting. She's genuinely surprised. At this point in the video, the mood changes. It's no longer about food alone. It becomes about discovery. About realizing that different cultures are not as far apart as we think. If you're enjoying this story so far, this is a good moment to pause and ask yourself something. Have you ever judged a culture or a country just by what you heard online? If this video is making you think differently, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more stories like this, and share it with someone who loves culture, travel, and real human moments. Then comes the dish that truly broke the internet. Balut. The camera zooms in slightly. The mood becomes tense. She already knows what it is. She has read about it. She has seen memes. She looks at it and laughs nervously. She asks if she really has to eat it. The people around her encourage her gently. No pressure. Just curiosity. She cracks the shell. Steam rises. She looks inside and pauses for a long moment. You can see fear, curiosity, and respect all mixed together. She takes a deep breath and takes a small bite. Silence. Her face freezes. The internet held its breath with her. Then she chews. And then, she laughs. Not a fake laugh. A surprised, uncontrollable laugh. She says it's not what she imagined. She says it's rich, warm, and strangely comforting. She admits it's not something she would eat every day, but she understands why people love it. That moment alone changed a lot of opinions. Not just about balut, but about Filipino culture. People saw courage. Openness. Respect. Within hours, the video goes viral. Millions of views. Thousands of comments. Filipinos thanking her for trying their food with an open mind. Russians saying they now want to visit the Philippines. Others sharing their own first-time food experiences. What made this reaction different was not exaggeration. She didn't scream. She didn't insult the food. She didn't turn it into a joke. She treated the food, and the culture behind it, with respect. And that respect was returned tenfold. She later explains that in Russia, food is about survival and warmth. In the Philippines, she feels food is about family, sharing, and emotion. She says you can taste history, struggle, and joy in Filipino dishes. That line alone was shared everywhere. This video also opened a bigger conversation. Why do some foods get mocked online? Why do we laugh at what we don't understand? Why does trying something new feel so scary, yet so rewarding? Think about it for a second. How many times have you said, I could never eat that, without ever trying it? And what might you be missing because of that? As the video continues, she tries dessert. Halo halo. Ice, milk, beans, fruits, colors everywhere. She looks confused again. She takes a bite and her face lights up like a child. She laughs and says it feels like summer in a bowl. That simple joy was contagious. By the end of the video, she looks full, happy, and emotional. She thanks the people who shared their food with her. She says this experience made her feel welcome in a country far from home. And that is why the internet reacted the way it did. Not because of shock. Not because of drama. But because it reminded people of something simple and powerful. Food is a bridge. Curiosity is strength. Respect travels faster than hate. Before this story ends, here's something to think about. If someone from another country tried your local food for the first time, how would you want them to react? With fear? Or with openness? Drop your answer in the comments section. I really want to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more amazing content like this, and share it with friends who love food, culture, and real stories that bring the world closer together. Because sometimes, all it takes to break the internet is one honest bite.